In your experience, what are some top mistakes people have made when negotiating, and how can they be avoided? I mean, we've spoken about not listening, I think not reading like verbal cues. Is there anything else that you can share with us?
Well, yeah, I mean, what are the top two tips? One of them is let the other side go first. Like there's a lot of information out there that says you go first, you make your case, you anchor the zone of possible agreement, to use a term that my academics like.
Mm.
So, how do you know you're not anchoring in the wrong spot? Like, how do you know that there isn't more there than you could have got? Or the real problem with going first and anchoring is, how do you know you're not driving away a deal that you should have made?
Huh.
There are too many hows there that make going first problematic. So if you let the other side go first, you're actually gathering a lot of information. You're picking up a lot of data, facts, perspectives that enlighten you and inform you. And the other side feels really good because they want to go first, and you made them feel good. So, let the other side go first. He or she who speaks first loses more than they win.
Excellent.
Now, the other part too is don't beat yourself before you get to the table. Like whatever your ask is, never say to yourself, that's a non-starter, so I'm not going to bring it up. Like the conversation that I referred to over the potential television show. I didn't necessarily expect them to give us everything that we were asking for because they gave us a lot to begin with. It was a great proposition to start with. And there were key aspects that we actually thought that they probably wouldn't give us.
Yes.
We wanted them to hear us say it. Like we didn't beat ourselves before we went to the table. My colleague and I, Nick, talked in advance and we said, this is one of the most generous offers on non-monetary terms that we'd ever gotten. Like my diagnosis from the very beginning of the other side's offer was these were genuine guys who wanted to make a really legitimate deal. Now, there were a couple things that we had hesitation on in principle.
Yes.
And we just wanted to hear us. We wanted them to hear us and then think about it in advance. And we wanted them to consciously make the decision to us, yes or no. And we're going to live with whatever it was. But I wanted to make the ask. I wanted them to hear it out of my mouth. I never let anybody wonder what I wanted because I always let them know. I let them know nicely. And I give them the option to say yes or no. Never beat myself before I get to the table. Never.
That is the most brilliant life advice. So thank you for dropping such a valuable diamond. I think that is something that that's a life lesson right there, not just in negotiation.